In this video, I'm going to show you guys a big chance on CMG, which is Chipotle Mexican Grill. And this stock and this strategy is actually perfect for smaller accounts in this video. So stay tuned until the end because this is once in a lifetime chance for smaller accounts to really generate some cash flow and capital appreciation. Okay. So I'm talking about Chipotle Mexican Grill, and the stock has actually crashed over 40% in the last year just because of slower growth. Okay, so Chipotle Mexican Grill was growing a lot in the last years, even over 10% every single year. And in the last year, that growth actually went down. Okay, so it went down to around 5 to 6%, but it is still growing. And as Chipotle was trading at a higher PE ratio, the market was pricing in that growth to continue. But as the growth slowed down, the stock actually dropped down all the way to $30, where it consolidated for around the last 6 months. Okay, and this is also going to be a major support. So the last 6 months, not a lot has happened, and the stock is bouncing around $30. And this actually allows investors with smaller accounts to enter this trade and sell cash secured puts on Chipotle. Because here you only need around $3,000 to sell one options contract on Chipotle Mexican Grill. And that is very attractive for smaller accounts because now you have access to a high quality stock that is most likely going to rise in the future, and you don't need as much capital to enter this trade here. Okay, I believe that Chipotle has been repriced by the market and is still growing profitably, because if we look at the numbers from Chipotle, we see that in the last year it dropped over 40%. Okay, so here the market has massively repriced Chipotle all the way from $58 to around $30 at the moment. Okay, and this is also going to be our new support level. But as we can see down here, this is the growth history from Chipotle. And as we can also see, Chipotle is growing profitably. So they keep on increasing their profits. On top of that, Chipotle is planning to open around 350 to 370 new restaurants in 2026. That is one new restaurant every single day. So you guys can imagine by yourself what is going to happen if the stock price has already been repriced by the market. So it already went down from these high numbers. It went all the way down to $30, consolidated there, stayed there for around 6 months. And now Chipotle is still even opening 350 to 370 new restaurants. So imagine where the stock price is going to move in the next month and in the next year if that growth comes back or just increases a little bit. The stock price is most likely going to rise again. I think Chipotle is going to be somewhere around $40 in the future. I see that as a realistic price for Chipotle. But this is the perfect chance for smaller accounts to invest into Chipotle, to sell a cash secured put, get paid to possibly buy Chipotle at a lower price. And if you ever end up being assigned, you have a very high chance that you're going to make a large capital appreciation on Chipotle Mexican Grill while you can still sell your covered calls. So if this strategy, which I call the premium cycle, is interesting to you, you guys can join my community where I have a full course of how the premium cycle works in detail. So you really have a very advanced understanding of how the options market works and how you can generate a consistent monthly income and how you can outperform the S&P 500 while not taking on too much risk that you possibly burn your hard-earned capital. So if this is something that's interesting to you, join my community and click the link in the bio.